What's up, guys? It's Brandon Flash. Today you're joining me with my F-150 Lightning, and we're going to be doing an efficiency test and then replacing the tires and doing another efficiency test. So here is my F-150 Lightning Lariat 2022 model year. We have the 20-inch tires. We have the General Grabber HTS 60. These are the original tires on the truck, actually. And I'm going to be replacing these today. Still pretty decent tread, actually, about 630 seconds. But let's get in the truck. We're at our usual starting spot for efficiency tests. But unfortunately, all the plugs are taken. That middle charger is not yet commissioned. So we're just going to be doing the loop and not doing the usual charge on either end like I like to do. There you can see tire pressures. Those are hot. I set them when they were cold. So let's go into trips. We're in a little bit of a time crunch today because I have an appointment for the tire swap. So we're going to be resetting this trip. We'll hit the interstate south and then we'll do about a 60-mile loop. I'm going to be doing a constant 70 miles per hour. It's about 60 degrees outside today, so pretty mild temperatures. And then we're going to be coming back here after the tire replacement and doing the same loop. I know the tires won't be broken in on the new tires quite yet, but we're just going to do this for sake of comparison. And then I'll also do in a couple weeks a 60, 70, and 80 mile per hour comparison once the tires are broken in. So you guys can kind of see whether there's an efficiency gain or not. But again, like I mentioned, we have a bit of a time crunch, so we're going to hit the road, do about the 60-mile loop at 70 miles per hour. I'm going to be just heading south and then heading north on I-77 in South Carolina, and then I'll give you guys the results. So here's our route down. We're going to be doing, I don't really know how many miles that is. Let's hit go and then it will show. 27 miles each way, so about 54 miles round trip. So we'll head down. And then we'll come back and then we're gonna go pick up the tires, go to Discount Tire and get them installed. So just some gentle driving. I reset the trip as we were pulling out of the Circle K just for sake of fair comparison between these trips. So I'll do the same when I test later again as well. We're starting at 78% state of charge here. That way we can track state of charge used. So we'll be tracking energy used, so general efficiency, and then I'll also be using my Apple Watch. I'll find a section of road that I think seems reasonable, and then we'll compare the decibel reading on my Apple Watch with the new tires and with the old tires just to see noise, because noise and efficiency I think are the main things that are measurable. And then I'll also try to give an impression of ride comfort as well. Well, we're cruising along at 70 miles an hour on Blue Cruise, so hands-free. So far 2.2 miles per kilowatt hour, and trying to not draft anyone, so keeping adequate distance, but it's predicting 66% arrival to the turnaround point, but generally Apple Maps is a bit pessimistic, so we usually end up arriving higher than that. So we'll probably arrive like 68%. Then we'll set the nav on the way back, but we're just going to keep cruising along 70 miles per hour and then turn around in 20 miles and then head back. Well, I'm just kicking off of Blue Cruise here. We're turning off here, exit 55, and we're going to be turning around, and then we'll drive 27-ish miles back to the Circle K just as a consistent starting and ending point. We're at 70% state of charge, so we used about 8% to come down here. Let me show you the trip here. So 26.2 miles, 2.3 miles per kilowatt hour at the top of the ramp here. And we're going to be turning around and then getting back on. We'll again do 70 miles per hour according to the car, which is 70 miles per hour actual at verified with GPS. And then on the way back here, we're going to check noise as well. So let me find a good spot to do that, and then I'll record that for you guys so you can see what my Apple Watch is reading, and then we can compare between the two tires. That way the tires are a bit warmed up at this point, so let's get back onto the interstate. So right as we're crossing that speed limit sign, we're at about 66 decibels. I don't know why it's going up and down so much there. That's very strange. I'm not sure I can trust that reading, but about 51, 52 it looks like when I'm not talking. So we'll compare with the new Nokian tires once we get those on. Of course, it's higher when I'm talking. I didn't piece that together because I'm dumb sometimes. Well, we're just coming off of Blue Cruise, about to exit. We'll be arriving in about a mile or so. Let's see what our efficiency, 2.1 miles per kilowatt hour, 51.7 miles driven. But let's see what we are at once we actually get to the Circle K. That way we can have a consistent ending point. So I'll see you there in just a moment. Pulling into the Circle K, there's another Lightning charging there. It's just a Lightning day apparently at the Circle K. So I'm not going to charge, so I'll just pull over off to the side and then we'll capture our stats. So 49 minutes, 7 seconds, 52.5 miles driven and 2.1 miles per kilowatt hour. And we're ending at 59% state of charge. So that's our baseline. Let's go home. I'm going to grab the tires, put them in the bed. I'm going to go to Discount Tire, get them installed, and then we're going to come back and do the same thing all over again. We're going to be installing the Nokian 1HT tire. So that's just a highway terrain tire, not an all-terrain or anything like that. I mostly do highway driving or just like everyday normal driving in this truck. I'm not going Baja blasting or anything like that. So don't need to get super aggressive and kill my range. They certainly look cool, but I don't need to kill my range. I did that in my Lightning, or not on my Lightning. My Rivian had the all-terrain tires, and it was still pretty good, but those were also kind of compromised all-terrain tires that had reduced tread depth because they were EV optimized. And then Nokian was also kind enough to send me these tires. I could have gone with their Outpost NAT tires, but I elected to go with the highway terrain. So let's go do that, get the new tires installed, and then run this loop so we can compare. Well, here we have the tires ready to go. The Nokian 1HT 275/60 R20. And we're at Discount Tire waiting to get them installed. Well, here we have it, my truck with new tires on, and we're back at the Circle K. So here are the tires. We have Nokian tires, obviously. They have the Aramid sidewalls. These are 275/60 R20, 115H speed and load rating. And these are the 1HT model. So you can see the size as well. And these are very fresh tires. You can see 0825, which means these were made in the 8th week of 2025, so end of February-ish. It's early April. Same up here. And they are looking good. Nice and deep tread, 12.5, 30 seconds starting tread depth. And I've driven them about 13 miles so far. And so far, pretty impressed with how quiet they are. But time to then do our loop test again and see the efficiency. Something that's also cool about these, they have a tread wear indicator in the tread that's at a couple points in the tread. You can see it there as well. So yeah, I like these tires so far, but of course you can't tell good impressions of a tire in the first 13 miles. You need to actually drive them, test them, and break them in. Also want to mention while we're here, this does have a tonneau on it, so if you do not have a tonneau, these efficiency numbers may not be comparable. And of course, these are real world numbers, so may not be duplicable unless you're doing this exact test at this exact time with me. And as I mentioned before, tires do typically need to be broken in. Usually about 500 miles or so, you want to have a few heat cycles on them. You also want to wear off the mold release, so what's actually releasing it from the tire mold itself. And then you also just want to have them kind of break into the wheel itself, if you will, and kind of they need to be broken in, for lack of a better word. But yeah, we're going to go do the loop test. This may or may not be indicative of the end efficiency, but at least kind of give you guys initial impressions, initial efficiency. And then there will be, of course, additional testing down the line. These tires are warranted for 70,000 miles, which is just nuts. These are the P metric size. The LTs are warranted for less. And then I do have them set to factory recommended PSI of 42. They have risen a little bit since I've been driving to get here, but I'm gonna head out of the parking lot and I'll bring you guys along, and then we'll do the same loop that we just did. We'll do the noise test on the way back, and then we'll conclude it. So we'll reset the trip as we pull out of the parking lot like we did last time. It's currently projecting about 31% arrival to the turnaround spot. We are at 44% state of charge. I'm predicting that we'll arrive there with a bit higher state of charge, probably close to like 35-ish, if I had to guess. We shall see. So here we are at the turnarounds, or not turnaround, but the turn spot out of the parking lot. We'll reset that trip. Reset. And here we go. We'll get onto the freeway. We'll set it to 70 miles per hour on Blue Cruise. I will again verify that 70 miles per hour is actual 70 miles per hour. And then we'll go from there, and I'll see you guys at the turnaround spot. Well, we are just about to exit. We're cruising along on Blue Cruise, of course. Just did an automated lane change. It's working great. I just tapped the brake to kick off Blue Cruise. We're exiting. I'll show you the efficiency so far in just a second as we get to the top of the ramp. And then when we get back on, we'll of course do our noise test like we did before once we pass that speed limit sign. So let's hide the nav there. So 2.1 miles per kilowatt hour so far, 26.1 miles driven, just to make it a little clearer for you guys. And now let's get back onto the interstate, and then I'll see you guys at the speed limit sign. Forgot to mention, we're at 34% state of charge, just clicked down to 33, and it's projecting arrival to the Circle K of 20%. So pretty good. We definitely beat the estimated arrival of 31% that we had when we left Circle K. Let's get back onto the interstate. This truck is just really quiet overall. So we'll merge on. Leave a little room. We'll get up to 70, kick on Blue Cruise, one button press with 1.4. It does set to the current speed with 1.4 when you press the one button, which is not ideal. There you can see the speed limit sign coming up, so we're using the same section of road. We don't have cars around us. And let's get into there we go. 61, 62 decibels. I will say it sounds the same as the previous tires. If anything, sounds a little bit quieter. I'm not sure we were getting a correct reading previously. So we're just going to continue on. 33% state of charge currently, projecting 20% arrival, but I suspect we'll get there probably 22, 23. And I'll see you guys with the final results once we arrive. Well, we're just about to disengage Blue Cruise. So we're getting off. Let's see what our efficiency is right now. 2 miles per kilowatt hour, 51.8 miles driven. And we're gonna get off here, and then I will give you an update once we get to the Circle K. Well, we've arrived at Circle K. Let's just pull into a parking spot here. Two miles per kilowatt hour, 48.36 and 52.5 miles. So basically the same. It's hard to say because we don't have great granularity 2.0 versus 2.1. It could have been 2.05 versus 2.04. Overall, I think it's a little bit too soon to come to conclusions on efficiency of these tires, especially considering that they haven't been broken in yet. However, noise so far seems good, ride comfort seems good, and overall I'd say I'm happy with these tires. I've used Nokian tires on vehicles in the past, including my old Model S. I've been really happy with them, so glad I went with these tires. We'll see how they do over time. I'm going to be doing a 60, 70, and 80 mile per hour comparison video in the coming weeks once these tires are broken in, so definitely be on the lookout for that. If you haven't already, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. I'll see you guys on the next one.